he'll play again this year. Whether it's against San Diego in the last game. Do you remember? Yeah, so he'll play again this year. At some point, because what they're trying to do, even to the point of not winning a Super Bowl, and the only way they win a Super Bowl is if he's playing well. But even if it means not winning Super Bowl, they don't want him to go out on his back. Would you agree with that?
Well,
John Elway didn't want to go out on his back.
There's a question that needs to be asked here. What if Brock Osweiler is playing really well? What if the Broncos, especially in light of Cincinnati's loss last night and the fact that the Bengals have to come here, what if the Broncos still have a chance at the number 2 seed? What if Brock Osweiler is on a nice roll and the Broncos want him to be their quarterback in the playoffs, even if Peyton Manning's healthy, and the Broncos want Brock Osweiler to still stay in the game, to get more work, to play in that final game against San Diego? What if that's the situation? Because you know as well as anybody, it's about winning in this league. It's about winning now, and it's about winning 2 weeks from now in the playoffs. So why, if Brock Osweiler is playing well, why would they not play Brock Osweiler in that last game and give him a running start into the playoffs? Why would they put Peyton Manning in the game then?
I'll tell you why. Let's say all of what you're saying happens.
And all conjecture, obviously.
Okay. Final home game. Final game of Peyton Manning's regular season career. At home, into the season. If everything is what you're saying is correct, when you start Peyton Manning, as you did when the Indianapolis Colts were close to winning all their games in the regular season, they started him, then took him out.
Good compromise. And that way, if they win the game, Peyton gets the win and breaks Brett Favre's wins record and can go out with his head held high.
There you go.
Perfect.
See? If I can I answer
Absolutely.
He plays the first half. Say it's 10-0.
Or even the first series.
Nah,
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Play the first half. Last game, we're going to treat it like an exhibition. We'll start Peyton Manning. We'll play him in the first half. There's a compromise.
Yeah.
You're not giving him a symbolic start. You let him play for a half, and you keep it close.
Do you think he would want to do that? Is he so prideful that maybe he would, knowing that they're going to pull him, knowing that they're only doing this to get him another W, do you think he'd want to do that?
No. But that would be my recommendation, except for, let's look at it. If you portrayed it as John Elway and Gary Kubiak, we want you to get the record. We want the home fans to see you play one more time. That instead of booing you, I still don't understand. You're losing. I'm going off track for a moment. You're losing the game. You want to boo him? Yeah, you're a fan. Why do you leave a game? Really? You spend 3 hours in a parking lot eating crappy food cooked over a $10 grill, getting drunk, and playing hacky sack or whatever they call it now. I don't like that name, so I don't tend to use it where you throw stuff into a hole.
No, a hacky sack is something different altogether.
Okay,
that's the kicking the little beanbag.
Yeah, I don't
thing.
like the. I don't name them. I don't like the name of it. So
cornhole. That's the name you don't want to say.
Yeah, I don't like that name. I don't think it's a good name. Can't you come up with something better than that? Forgive me. Through life, that has never been considered a nice thing to say. Would you agree with that? Why is it suddenly a nice thing?
I've always felt uncomfortable calling it that.
Well, why did you do it? It's like you and the Washington football team. I can't bring you around on that. That is not a proper thing to say in life. Either the one thing about Native Americans or this silly game you're playing. Neither one of them are right things to say in public. I mean, aren't there a few words you don't want to say in public?
Well,
I'm gonna. Never mind. This segment's. If your mother, and both our mothers have passed, we loved our mothers. If you said that name for that game in front of your mother, would you be ashamed of yourself?
Well,
Mom, I'm going to play.
I never even heard the term until the game came into being.
Really?
I've heard other things with the word hole
Hank,
in them,
did
but
you
I've
ever
never
hear
heard
that name?
cornhole before that.
Well,
What?
Do you know what it means now?
I don't.
I'll tell you during the next break. I'll tell you exactly what it
I
means.
think he had to have grown up below the
I
Mason-Dixon.
don't think so.